Hey everybody, it's Alan, and I hope you are doing well. Today's video is another one for our playlist Puzzles, where I have a song in my head and I'm going to use other song titles as clues to get you to the answer. I've got 3 clues today, starting with a song from The Warning, followed by a song from a solo project by a grunge icon. The third clue is from a singer songwriter who's known as a piano playing singer songwriter, legend across the world, but something that we haven't touched on this channel at all yet. And all of that is leading to a clue to get you to again, 70s classic radio staple. So without further ado, here is clue number 1 featuring The Warning.
I once woke up and I felt like rising hope when I see the light shine down on me. I like to be in the summer breeze, trying to keep the strength in me. The light of day and dead of night, fire and ice. I knew you were gonna take me down. Oh no, you're gonna take me down. I fell alone. I was going down in the dark. Always feeling scared. It's so unfair. You make me feel this way. I need to turn it all around. The light of day and dead of night, fire and ice. I knew you were gonna take me down. Oh no, you're gonna take me down. I knew you were gonna take me down. Oh no, you're gonna take me down. Oh, I can't take this pressure anymore. Myself, I can't give up. Oh, staring down a broken glass. I'm alive and I survive. I knew you were gonna take me down. Oh no, you're gonna take me down. I knew you were gonna take me down. Oh no, you're gonna take me down.
For all my fellow fans of The Warning, how long do you think it will be before they come back and maybe recreate an early warning song. I'm not saying they have to. I don't think they need to. I mean, there's obviously a lot of new material dropping in the next few months with the new album coming out this fall, and obviously songs like Ritual and Ego and Kerosene already out there. So it's not like they need to go back and revisit some of the older material. They really don't. Although I think I am not alone in wanting to see an epic performance of Queen of the Murder Scene. But that's beside the point. I am curious, though. It's like when they get 20 years into their career, so another 10 years, 15 years down the road, do you think they'll revisit their first album here and find a song? I'm not talking about recreating the whole catalog, but a song from this time period where they like, with our current sound, with our current vibe on stage, can we revitalize one of these songs? I mean, is there a song that they hold from this particular album that stands above the rest where they're like, hey, you know what? I think we can redo that in, 2032 to be more like their current, again, in the future, vibe. Can they do it? Would they do it? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you don't necessarily always hear classic bands go back and revisit their earliest material, but you do sometimes hear that when they go back and, it's 20 years, 30 years into their career, and they're like, wait a second, if we're going to do some kind of retrospective on our material, we can't ignore the first record. We can't ignore the thing that launched us. I don't know. It's just a thought process that I have. I don't know whether it'll ever happen or not. Anyway, clue number 2 is from, as I said earlier, a grunge rock icon who has recorded some solo material.
His eyes appear vacant. He'd taken more than his share, trying hard not to awaken the voice of regret in his ear. He can't escape the timeline, so much worse than he had feared. Lived every moment wishing the best would disappear. He took the long way on the freeway. He took the long way on the She was his all and everything, but his strength had needed space. Her love was but a haunting. She left but never went away. She took the long way on the freeway. She took the long way on the freeway.
that song has always been one that I thought would have been perfect for David Bowie and Tom Petty to perform together. I hear a very Tom Petty-ish type of song, but with a little bit more of a David Bowie kind of vocal presentation, especially during the first and second verse. Although during the chorus, it's a little bit more Tom Petty like in my ear. And of course, the video just has this visual that draws you in as if you're driving through, the Appalachian Mountains or, heading up towards the Rockies. And, you're going through the woods and you got the roads curving through, middle America or, Middle East Coast America. And you're just kind of driving and you can see the mountains sprawled out in front of you and the twists and turns are taking you there. And you've got, all the maple trees and pine trees and everything around you. And it's just incredible views. And together with a song like this, you just kind of have that driving through the hills on a winding road kind of vibe to it. So the video, I think, fits perfectly with the song. I really, truly do. Okay, third clue from a wonderful female singer-songwriter artist. And it's not Norah Jones, and it's not Lady Gaga, and it's not Olivia Rodrigo, and it's not... to hell with a who telling you who it's not. Let's show you who it is.
To be. I was 10 years old when I grew up, 'cause he died at 53. I stared across the great divide at my mother who was left. Table stretched oceans wide, like the hollow in our chests. I never asked hard questions. I thought they caused more pain. I hadn't yet learned life's holiest lesson, that what is broken cannot heal until it's known and loved by name. So tell me your story, I'll tell you mine. Don't need to worry, everything's already alright. You'll be the universe, nothing to hide. Anywhere you ever need to go, I can carry us home. I was taught to bury with the dead the presence of my grief. I see it now, but didn't then. That silence is a thief. It made strangers out of friends, robbed me of saving graces, offered in unlikely places. I thought I could outrun it in the end. When a shattered heart is desperate, the only remedy let somebody in. Tell me your story, I'll tell you mine. You don't need to worry, everything's already alright. You be the universe, nothing to hide. Anywhere you ever need to go, I can carry us home. I can carry us home. I can carry us home. When I speak his name, my voice gives out. Even after all these years. But I want my son to know me now. So my son will see my tears. My son will see my tears.
What a beautiful, heartfelt performance. I chose specifically that song because whenever I've heard it, it's hard for me to do. And I knew I was going to have something cool in front of it and something cool behind it. So it might bring the emotions down a little bit, but I'm wrong. It definitely brings up memories of people in my life that I've lost. And again, I think that's very understandable. It's just she pours her entire heart out. The way her voice vibratos at the end of each long phrase of the word home, just it kind of tears my heart out every time. And again, I can't help but think about people that I've lost in my life that have meant the world to me. So your three clues are Sarah Bareilles, you've got The Warning, but the very young Warning, and of course the Pearl Jam icon of Eddie Vedder on one of his solo albums. Do you know which song I'm getting to? Again, it's a 70s rock, classic rock radio icon. It's a live performance to give you the answer.
Listen, when you go home tonight, after the concert, don't forget to take the long way home.
amazing live performance of that song. And it stands out to me in the sense that it's a 70s, late 70s rock classic. There's no guitar on that stage. There's a bass guitar, but the other three members, they got the drummer, but the other three main members are playing combinations of keyboards and other instruments, harmonica, soprano sax, and what have you. And there's no guitar on that stage at all, which, again, is a little uncommon for that particular time period, especially in a environment that's not disco-oriented. But even in disco, there's a lot of funk guitar being played. So God, I'm thinking about their stage setup, and I'm like, oh, keyboard station, keyboard station, keyboard station. There's some guitar in some of those performances, but a lot of times not. And the use of alternative instruments that were not commonplace in that time period is really relatively extraordinary. And you just kind of sit back and think to yourself, I wish they had gotten along better longer. I wish there had been less infighting. I wish that, the two main songwriters could have gotten along a lot better and not had the resentment and the power struggle within the band. And you sit back and wonder what Supertramp could have been had they held it together for a little bit longer. I don't know, but I think it's one of my favorite songs from that time period of all time. I'm sure a lot of you love it too. Did you get the clues? You had, Take Me Down by The Warning. Again, young Warning. You had Long Way by Eddie Vedder. And, of course, you had Home by Sarah Bareilles. So take the long way home. Anyway, I'm having fun with this. I don't know how many of you are enjoying it, but I hope you are. Please feel free to leave a comment. We could talk about it further. Just know that I appreciate all of you, and I wish you well.